Hi guys, it's Erin. Can you hear my chickens? Today should be a pretty good day. There's a couple things I want to get done today. First things first is to get some flowers out of the flower stand. There's a real good chance that this is the last one of the season up until at least when I can do some wreaths or something like that for the holidays. But for now, these guys are just about spent. So that's the first thing, is to get a few bouquets out there. And the other thing that I want to get done is to take some cuttings from my scented geraniums. I had a couple of you ask about how I do that. There's such gorgeous foliage for the bouquets that I do. So I don't grow them from seed. I take cuttings. I bought a few plants several years ago, and I've just been taking cuttings ever since. So I want to show you how I do that. But first things first, let's get some of these dahlias out into the flower stand. All right, guys, the flowers are done. Let's take a look at them real quick. These are coming off a lot brighter in the camera than they are in real life, but this orange and moody dark purple combination, it screams Halloween time. We have our little ghost guy now, and they're just amazing. This particular dahlia, this one's called Mai Tai. It's huge. The plants are like 6 feet tall. I love it a lot. And we finally got some cafe au laits out here. A few zinnias that were left. Oh, and these guys. I didn't have a lot. I didn't expect to have a lot. This is probably the last time I fill up the farm stand for the weekend, like I said, until maybe Christmas time. But I think for the last go round, they look pretty spectacular. It's been a lot of fun so far this season playing with this. Didn't have, obviously a lot of time because we only got this whole setup finished just recently, but I can see all the potential that it has, and I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, now that I got this part done, I'm going to take you guys with me. I'm going to go take some cuttings, actually from the stems that I cut to do this, of the scented geraniums. Let's go do that. Okay, back in the greenhouse, I have so far filled 20 pots, 10 each, and we're gonna take cuttings from this variety, which is the chocolate geranium. To me, it doesn't really smell like chocolate, but it has that chocolate coloring. And I gotta say, from what I sold at the wholesale market, I sold more of these than anything. And then this variety is, it's just a citrus scented geranium. That's all it is. Nothing special. You could find it at garden centers or at your local farmer's market. That's where I got mine. So I'm gonna take right now 10 cuttings of each of these, and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, first things first, these pots, they're just 4-inch pots filled with regular potting soil. And I'm gonna push a hole down in the center of each of these so that when I put the stem in there, it doesn't, there's not so much resistance that will damage the stem or break it off. We don't wanna do that. So let's just get that done real quick. I'm gonna start with the chocolate geranium. It's probably the easiest one to see. Let me move some of these back a little bit. You can see pretty easily with this stem. What you're gonna want to do is to cut below one of these leaf nodes. Each one of these spots where the leaves connect is a spot where it will, where new roots will come from. So for this one, I actually want to cut here, and I'll take a couple off of this one. I'm gonna cut it here also. And I don't need this top bit here. Okay, so with this one, all you need is one leaf for the plant to photosynthesize. And I'm gonna pull this leaf off. That way I have this spot and this spot where roots can come from. Now I cut this earlier this morning, a couple hours ago, so there was a leaf stem here, so it's just the same as if I just freshly cut it. But that's what I want it to look like. And then I'll just take it and put it directly in the pot. I'm gonna put this one because it's bigger, a little to the side. This soil is damp already, so you don't have to worry about that. And that's it. Now this one, this leaf, because it's so big, I think I'm gonna take a chunk of it off. You don't want so much foliage that it has a hard time keeping it hydrated. You want just enough so that it can photosynthesize and push out roots. Roots are what you're going for at this time of the year. Okay, now this guy, it's a really nice looking cutting. So I'm gonna take off this bottom stem and this stem, and I'm gonna pinch off the growing tip. And I think I'm gonna leave both of those on there, at least for now. So now I have, again, 2 spots that roots can come from. This one should be short enough. I can put it directly in there. Just press the soil against it. Leave it like that. Okay, now this other variety, I'll just pull out this stem, is gonna be pretty much the same thing. I just wanna show you on this one. These leaves are kind of sad looking anyway, but I'm gonna cut this one. You see I have 2 leaf nodes right there and then several up here. So I'm gonna cut this one just below. I'm not gonna take a second cutting. I'm gonna cut this, take this off, take this leaf off, and then I've got this growing nub at the very top. I'm gonna take off. I'm actually gonna take a 3rd leaf off, and it just leaves these 2 up here that are somewhat easy to work with. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Put this in here, get some soil up around it, and that's it. I'm gonna show you one more. Okay. This stem, take off all this scrubby stuff at the bottom. You can see right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes where the leaf has come, where the leaf is coming from. One here, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna cut it right here. Take off this little leaf, this one, and this one. And then I'm gonna pluck off this little growth point, and put this whole thing down into a pot. Just like this. Into that hole that we made earlier. Put a bunch of soil pressed up against it so it has a good spot. And that is your cutting. How cool is that? Okay, at this point, I'll take all the cuttings, fill up all these pots, and then I will walk you through care for them while they're putting out roots. And then, yeah, we'll have fresh plants on the way. I'm gonna take right here, pulling off the leaf, stopping the growth point. I'm gonna put it in here, press it in. That one's good. I have 1 node, 2 nodes. Cut it off right here. 1, 2, pinch off the tip, put it in here, and that's it. All right, there's all the cuttings and the debris. Now, I had cut a bunch of stems that I didn't end up using in my bouquets. That's why I have so much extra. But you can be really judicious and cut 1 or 2, sometimes even 3, depending on what you're cutting, cuttings, and use 3 off of 1 stem pretty easily. Okay, so care for these. So first of all, you want to keep the soil moist. You don't want to soak it, but you don't want to let it dry out. It needs to be damp to support the root growth. It'll take a couple of weeks generally before you'll see any actual root growth. And these plants, they may look really sad for a little while before they get the actual roots out. So just be patient with them. They will grow roots and they will turn into new plants. Geraniums are one of the easiest things to take cuttings from. They take to it really well. And for me, fortunately, if it takes a couple weeks and some of them don't make it, I do have more plant out there that I can take some more cuttings from just to hedge my bets. But either way, these are really fantastic, super easy. So keep them moist. Don't let them freeze. Generally, it's just like caring for any other little plant. There will come a time, I'm gonna keep these in my greenhouse so that they stay warm all winter. And I will need to pot these up. I have in the past, and even this year, kept them in these little 4-inch pots. That's just too small after they start to put on some growth. So I'll end up potting them up probably into gallon containers at some point this winter so that they have a good, robust root system. That way they have a better shot or a better start going into the ground next spring to grow faster, which is ideal because these really do take a long time. They're at the end of the summer before they're really ready to go for me for stems, but potting them up will help them, give them a leg up on that. So again, to talk about these varieties, this chocolate variety is beautiful. You cannot, I have never seen anyways, any way to get these from seed. They're just cuttings. And then this citrus one, man, the scent is, oh, it's unbelievable. It's so strong and it's such a good green. It's a great green for in bouquets. It goes with just about everything, especially especially colors that you want to be sort of fresh looking. This is just the best. This guy goes a lot better with moodier colors. Either way, they're both great. And they're super easy to take cuttings from. I fully encourage you to give this a try. It's a lot of fun, especially the winter. Your other option is to just dig up the plants out of your garden. You can dig up 1 or 2 of them and keep them in your greenhouse or in your house, maybe in a heated spot with some light, and take cuttings in the middle of winter. I do that every year. When it's miserable and rainy outside or snowing, I love to sit in the greenhouse and take cuttings. I'll take cuttings from my chrysanthemums. I'll take cuttings from the geraniums. Anything that I can get my hands on that I can get cuttings from, I'll be doing it in the winter. Oh, dahlias especially. It's so much fun. Okay, that's it for the cuttings. So I will come back to you at the end of this weekend and let you know how the sales went at the last farm stand of the flower season. You never know. It might be surprising to find out that I still have flowers in a couple weeks, but I doubt it. And in fact, I need to get my dahlias labeled and seeds collected so that before a frost, it's the middle or early October, so we could have a frost anytime between now and the end of November. So got to get on that stuff. Okay, I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey guys. Okay, so a quick recap from sales at the flower stand this weekend. It was pretty decent. I'll take it for middle of October, not having a lot there. I also didn't do the best job of advertising. I did put out my obligatory social media posts, but I didn't follow up. We were really busy this weekend. But I still managed to sell half of what I had, which I'll take for this part of the season. I wouldn't have enough to go down to the market, so this'll do. I'll take it. Every little bit counts at this point. It's been a good weekend. We got a lot done. Took the cuttings, got some flowers sold, just enjoyed a nice day out in the field, and managed to still get everything else that I needed to get done. All right, so that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.